So, went to the Marvel Live Avengers, whatever. I know my last vlog was also about going to the Avengers exhibit, and then I had the movie review for Guardians of the Galaxy. It's very, Marvel-oriented lately. I also have my Rogue shirt on, and I had my Iron Man goggles on, but they're squeezing my head. Anyway, so we went to that, and if you haven't seen the commercials for it yet, it is very... Let me start over. So when Paul said, hey, we're going to this, I thought, sure, why not? Like, it's a Marvel thing. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. We saw the Avengers exhibit and we're like laughing little kids. Let's go. Then I saw the commercial for it and I was like, that looks like a fucking, like, one of those, like, monster truck rallies, you know? It looks like a monster truck rally. It's like, oh my god, SpongeBob's gonna be there too! And you're like, whoa! Raceway Park! You know, that kind of shit. You're like, I guess. And then, you know, they're like, we have gymnasts. Like, the talented gymnasts. And I was like, that's an Asian Black Widow, fine, you know? And then there's, like, random people like Moto X and, like, you know, shit. And I was like, I guess, you know, whatever. But you're just, like, fine, like... You know they're using the whole Avengers thing, the whole thing just to, you know, garner money, whatever. So fine, we go see it. First of all, we missed half of it because of a situation with the tickets. Now, let me just quickly explain that. So we get there, he bought the tickets, and we get in the line for will call, and we're like, hey, we're picking up tickets. They're like, okay, can we get your, you know, ID, credit card, da-da-da. Hand it to the lady, and the lady's like, yeah, we don't see your name on here at all. And we're just like, what the fuck? And I turned to him, I was like, you said you bought the tickets, right? And then I was like, well, maybe we, like, if, you know, he says he bought the tickets, and I'm like, okay, because in my mind, I'm like, fuck it, we're here, we could just buy the tickets the day of, whatever. Fun, no. So we go to this thing, mind you, we got there pretty early, but we went through the metal detectors and then the will call line. By then it was like 6:30, so we get to the lady and he finally gets it and says, oh, I found it. And so I download the PDF and you see the freaking, you know, I don't even have it on me. Anyway, you see like the Ticketmaster thing there with the electronic code, and I was like, okay, yeah, I have it, so I can go and get the scan. And the woman was like, and I hand her my phone, like I just slip it on her thing. She looks at it, she goes, no, we can't print this out for you. And I was like, what? Okay, so let me just go over there and have them scan it. They're like, no, we can't scan your phone. It was just really, really goddamn annoying because we were there for almost like an hour. So by the time we finally got the damn tickets, it was right there. The lady's like, no. And then they were like, well, there's like an Office Max across the street, blah, blah. Like, you know, Mrs. Claus is fucking working behind the counter. And there's a bunch of other people, and I just kindly was like, I'm sorry, but I have an event I want to go to. It has already started. It has been like 30 to like 40 minutes. I just need to get my tickets printed out because this, like, I just had this issue. Everyone else was totally chill with it, but that lady was still kind of like, let me just make these copies over here, and then you still want 2 of these, honey? So she's like making copies, and mind you, the email has been sent, and I told her, I'm like, man, it's off, like, my Gmail account, it's there, the title says, tickets, please print. So finally, she prints it out, and then she goes, oh, blah, 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 and it costs us fucking like $4 to $5 just to print out a fucking bullshit fucking cock. And finally, we get back to the Barclays Center. There's no one, like, not fully, but there's pretty much no one there. When we got there, there was a shit ton of people, but now they got only one metal detector set up, and we're going through yet again to get there. Then we have to go all the way around the other side to get to our seats. We finally get there, you know, people are like getting their drink, getting stuff, nothing's happening because, mind you, while I was waiting for the fucking bitch to, like, print my shit, I had to look on their website to see how long the show was, because I felt like, by the time we get there, it's probably over, and we missed it, so what's the point of it? Well, we got there during the intermission, so we missed the first, like, half. So, from what it seems like, whatever happened the first half, Loki had kidnapped Cyclops and Storm, because all I know from the second half is that they were in these little fucking, like, you know, I was about to say chamber pots. That was not what I was thinking. They were in, like, these little, like, bubbles. I almost said barrels. I'm also very tired. Anyway, but, when, you know, it started up again, I found myself laughing because, like, they're doing all, like, the fight choreographies and shit. But I started laughing because it was, like, first ever season of fucking Power Rangers where they're like, I'm punching you, wow, like that kind of stuff. And I understand it, we're not expecting Jackie Chan level of, like, ridiculous, like, oh my god kind of fight kind of shit. But, wow, it's so cheesy. Like, we had a good time because we were, like, riffing on it, It's kind of like all the other things. We're like, why are we, liked all these, like, shitty movies? Because we had fun time, like, fucking with it, It was just so fucking hilarious. They're like, and of course, the people who are acting it aren't doing the voices either. So you just got these, like, kind of, like, old Godzilla movies kind of thing where they're like, of course, we're just going over there, stuff. And I'm like, I can't. So we were laughing at that. Some of the pyrotechnics was pretty cool. Some of the light strobe thingies were very, like, they seemed very direct. Because they were just, like, bright lights. But some of them felt like they were aiming right towards my goddamn eye. And there were a couple times they flashed and I was like, "Dah!" I was like, my fucking cornea, There was one part where Black Cat showed up. And I just started laughing. And immediately out of my mouth, I just went, "Oh, bitch, your fucking wig is horrible." Because I'm like, come on, man. Grab any cosplayer from any con, and they would have just been a better, like, oh, that wig was horrible. Anyway, so it was pretty, like, fun. They're on, like, the Moto X bikes and all that stuff, and shit happens. And I will later add in pictures here of things happening. They're probably all blurred, whatever. They're just keep showing things and things will be happening as I'm talking. Anyway, so yeah, like, it was a lot of fun because we were making fun of it. Like, I posted on my Instagram, we were surrounded by nothing but kids and, like, adults, and I doubt really any of them were just like us, just being just straight up adults minus a kid going in, because it was very, like, few and far between. But it was fun, and it was like, I do like live performances. I do love, in a sense, live theater, all that stuff, because I haven't gone to a concert in ages. I love that stuff, like, when, like, Philip and I went to go see Wicked. It was amazing, I'm still listening to the damn soundtrack, like, practically at least once a day, It's that kind of shit, like, I love that shit. I do, and I do appreciate the hard work that goes into it and all this shit. And they all did a great job. It looked great. The stunts were fucking awesome, like, it's a lot of work, and it's very tiring to constantly flip over, a railing and stuff. It's like fucking Space Mutiny with that stuff. I get it. But man, was some of it just really cheesy and you can't help but laugh. But before I end the video, I have to say, this little kid behind us at one point had us in tears, because Rhino comes out and he's like, and he hits Thor, and the kid goes, "How dare you, Rhino!" The kid goes, "Rhino, how dare you!" And we were just busting laughing. Like that kid has probably heard that so much from, like, his mom or dad or something, that he was just like, "Rhino, how dare you! How dare you indeed! Dog ate a biscuit," It was just way too damn funny. But anyway, I guess if Marvel's Live comes to you guys or whatever, go see it. It's fun. It's one of those things you literally can go with the family, have a good time. The kids will enjoy it because shit blows up and things happen, and kids will love to shout what characters they are, so the parents are filled in. It's fun. As always, that's why we do what we do, because it's fun, like, as an adult, you get to be kind of dumb with it, along with the kids. Yeah, there's that, and also, just because of the last video, if you haven't gotten your Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, get it, because you get if you didn't know, you get the Awesome Mix 1, his, like, mixtape, and then you also get the original score, which is brilliant. Both are brilliant. The movie is great. Anyway, all that Marvel crap aside, yeah, so, I don't know if I'm gonna go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's a girl puking on the train. That was lovely. Into a bag, obviously, but she then put the bag on the floor and she didn't tie it up. And Anyway, Marvel's Live, Avengers shit, sandwiches. I worked 8 days straight. I don't give a fuck. Alright. I got the card and I was like, ah! You know, just like freaking out like a little bitch that I am. I'm already just freaking out over this. It was amazing. So we get there and it was like me and him, and there was like this dad and his kid. And they're just kind of waiting there. You're just hearing noises. And yeah, we were excited to see Thanos.
Look like the actor.
Big purple man sitting on a throne that no one can attest to.
He's in Laker colors.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help but say that.
There you go.